And we are back here on Center Force TV for the first time in almost a month. I'm joined tonight by Jonathan Hambrick, who is usually with me for the most part of the time. Jonathan, you with me?
I'm here.
Man, we are here for the IRA season finale here at Homestead for the championship. 100 laps on tap for these guys tonight. This is our first time we've ever been with this league. However, it's going to be a good one. Expectations, first broadcast in a long time. What are you thinking?
There's 24 trucks here tonight. I'm expecting quite a few wrecks.
Last few races they haven't had a lot, but with like 24 trucks, like Jonathan said, it can be a wreck fest. I expect these guys to put on a great show. It's going to be fun to watch some of the top 4 drivers that can still get a championship have a chance here. After we see what happens, Landon Williams trying to grab his championship. Derek Glass and William Cruz and Matt Bean all still has a chance at a championship. However, Landon Williams is currently, what is he ahead of now? 15 points ahead of Derek Glass, I think is how you say his last name. Should be fun.
Glass, yeah.
Is it Glass? Or it is Glass, yeah.
We'll go with that.
That works. All right, so we got about 2 minutes left here, and these guys are going to get qualified. We're going to get our picks in like normal. I've got a few new things we're going to try tonight. We've got some side-by-side action when we do take our break, so that's going to be fun. You won't miss a moment of anything. John, who are you thinking to get the pole here tonight, and what's going to...
I'm going to go with someone who I've gone with in the past in some of our other broadcasts. I'm going to go with J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith currently first right now in practice. It's going to be good to see if he can keep that up, and... there we go. Make sure, it's been a while since I messed with these overlay buttons, man. I ain't gonna lie. So I want to go ahead and take this time to tell people why we haven't been on the broadcast. So
basically, Adam's internet sucks.
Pretty much. And where I'm in the process of being in the middle of a move, I haven't had time to go to a broadcast, so I actually disconnected my internet. But seeing I wasn't going to be able to move, well, I disconnected it, but they cut it off that day when they wasn't supposed to. And seeing how I disconnected it, I had to get it reconnected, and they didn't give me the same speed that I had. So we are here right now, however. And who is the number 25, by the way? Could you look?
25 is...
Oh, that's me. Never mind. Okay. I seen somebody down there wearing the Eagles uniform that I made, paint box wise. You know, like the uniform for the driver. I was like,
right.
I'm wearing my uniform. Anyway, so we haven't been on a broadcast, but we're going to try to get it tonight, which shouldn't be no problem. We've been broadcasting for the last few days, not racing wise, but you know, some other games and stuff. But yeah, so we are back here tonight. I didn't have time to actually fix every overlay that I have. The CTV is still pink from October breast cancer awareness, but I don't think there's ever a bad time to run out. So you went with J.R. Smith to pick up the pole. We'll actually get the win here in a minute and see who you think of that. I'm going to go out, and I'm going to go with Blevins, who is currently second right now in that number 24.
Corey Blevins?
Corey Blevins, yep. Currently 14 points.
I know why you went with him. He's number 24.
That's exactly why. I about went with Landon Williams, though. He's not far. He's only actually not even a tenth off. Or maybe that is a tenth. No, not even a tenth off. Is it a little over a tenth? Yeah, a little over a tenth off second right now. So, and we got about 15 seconds, I'm about to say minutes here left in qualifying. Right now they're going over some rules. We can listen in a little bit. Let's see what we hear.
You know, payout stuff like that throughout the season to make it a better racing season for all you. So that's why we do that. If you have any questions or anything like that, please talk with me or William. But, you know, I'm the guy that's majoring in business, so I know that stuff. Good luck in qualifying, everybody.
All right, so qualifying is about to get underway. And we'll go ahead and pop up our overlay because I think... If I'm not mistaken, I think it's closed qualifying. I don't think it's open, is it?
Apparently, I ran a qualifying lap according to your overlay.
Yeah, I just know that you had to practice overlay. That's a practice overlay.
Still, apparently I ran a lap that was 29 seconds slower.
Oh, good lap, John. All right, so we do got open qualifying underway, and which is cool. That we can see. Now we're watching the 88 of William Kruska, who is your league owner. Coming out onto the track from New York, running the 88 Traxxas. Looks like Red Bull as well is the main sponsor. So he's coming out right now. as well as a bunch of other guys. We'll see down what the 88 can put down right now. John, driving this track, you drove it, well, actually you didn't drive it in the trucks back in Season 2 for CFR Championship.
No, but I practiced with Joe Burchett and Dawson Cook. It depends on the track temperature. Let me look at that really quick. It's actually not that hot, so there might be a lot of grip tonight. It will be bottom lane at the beginning, but then it'll start drifting up. Probably the middle lane near the end of the run, but it's difficult to drive. I mean, probably the first lap you can probably go full out, but then after that you have to let off. The back end will probably kick around on you when you start to let off. So you know, it'll be interesting.
One thing I want to see is when Pruska jumps up to that third position. One thing that I noticed, and J.R. Smith coming back out and trying to put another lap down, who is currently first. One thing I noticed from CFR Season 2 as our last race, it was being shown here. Worn tires, and we've had a lot of time to reflect on this, and we kind of got a little bit of experience by broadcasting it. If you touch the apron, you're going.
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to take out a lot of trucks with you.
That determined our championship.
Yeah, that was a big outcome.
Brian Long goes to the top of the charts.
He did in that 08 truck. So do not be surprised if you see a slower car. Not calling these guys slow, but don't be surprised if you see a slower car. Stay out and especially if there's a late caution, and it could impact the outcome of this race. Maybe the championship. We don't know yet. Hopefully that's not the case, but there is that chance.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think that's, you know, with every race, but hitting the apron here is definitely not what you don't want that to happen.
And one thing you want to remember too, pit exit is on the backstretch and pit entrance is on the back. We got a smoker going into the pits. Who is that?
Who is that? Yeah.
That is Cody Tabor.
Oh, wow. Cody Tabor is also another good driver. Here's Brian Long out on track in that 08. He's out there right now with a 31.388, running that high line, which is, you will see a lot tonight. You will see a lot of people run that high line, especially going into one during qualifying to try to get that speed up. I know we see Dawson do that. Now we see the 08 actually dropping to the bottom line. He may be using this as a practice as well. But do not be surprised if we see some people running that high line. There will be people running the bottom line. We always see bottom drivers, you know, run the bottom line. But here you see the 01 of Nate LaComey. Currently, he just touched the apron. You can see what it does. It slides him back up the track. And going to watch him currently 17th right now. Going to put in a lap of 4:33. I'm sorry. That jumps him up to 4th place.
That must not be live. I wasn't live. Okay, so anyway, Derek, if you can hear us, is it Gless? I'm gonna go with Gless if it rhymes with mess.
Yeah, I agree.
He's trying to tell us in chat.
You can see Derek sitting on the pit road right now, currently 12th. He's trying to get a win here tonight. Going to be tough to be able to, you know, pick up the win over Landon Williams, but it seems like looking right here at, he's had 15 starts this season, 1 win, same as Landon Williams. However, 8 top 5s, 12 top 10s. That's weird. How is actually he ahead of Landon? Huh.
Landon might have had a DNF.
That's a possibility. But yeah, that's definitely good. I was sitting there just looking at that. So yeah, Landon has 7 top 5s, 10 top 10s, and he does have bonus points though. That's probably what it is. So yeah, as we get ready to go and rock and roll here, you see Matt Egan out on track, currently 17, trying to improve right here on this lap with a last lap of 32.961, definitely slow in what he needs to be. I just heard somebody get the wall. That 07.
Yep, somebody in the backstretch.
FM TV Live, not sure who that is, but
William Pruska.
And that's not what he wants to happen, as he is currently 30 points.
He came
Matt
off
Egan,
turn,
unable to jump up.
looks like he came off turn 2, got loose and nailed it inside wall. Bounced off it and then came back into the inside wall.
That's going to give up the qualifying. You was right, John, about the qualifying order. J.R. Smith able to pick up the pole here tonight. Brian Long will start 2nd, and I'm going to be honest, I'm surprised to see Landon Williams back in 6th. That kind of surprised me. He was actually a little bit further up in practice. William Kruska 7th. Ryan Carpenter is currently 8th. Ethan Crooks is 9th. Richard Hines is 10th, and you can take a look here at the rest of your field. Chester Gibson, there's Derek Bless, Clifford, is it Eben? Eben,
Eben. Yeah. I'm going to go with Eben.
Eben, okay.
Matt Bean, 14th.
Yeah.
15th is Douglas Doucette. Cody Tabor, 16th. Matt Egan, 17th. Brian Vaughn, 18th. Justin
I don't
K.
know.
Justin K is 19th. Jordan Powley is 20th.
And that's it. We're not qualified.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, and the people who didn't qualify actually is Justin K, Jordan Powley, Gary Wells Jr., Curtis Merton, Hilton T. Young, and Jake Little.
So, John, who you picking to pick up to win here tonight, and who you expect to be the champion?
I'm gonna stay with J.R. Smith for the win.
Okay.
And champion, I'm probably gonna go with Landon Williams.
So Landon Williams, I'm going to have to agree with. No offense, Derek. I think 15 points can be tough to come from. I do expect Derek to finish ahead of Landon. So that could be a problem. I do see one of our championship contenders having problems.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with the 08 to pick up the win. Is that Brandon Long? Is that Brian Long? Brian Long to pick up the win. 8 starts this season. No wins and only 3 top 5s, I do believe. Nope, only 1 top 5 and 5 top 10s. So I'm going to go with Brian Long to pick up the win in that 08 truck.
All right. Just to note, Matt Bean is given an EOL.
Okay. You can see the guys sitting on pit road right now. There's some good looking trucks in this field, I ain't gonna lie. Really good looking trucks out here. I see a Jack Lynch truck. Oh no, I didn't paint the truck. I forgot I painted the car. The 08, I believe that's Evolution Motorsports possibly. I'm not sure.
Well, let's see if trucks can be any friendlier to J.R. Smith than the IndyCars were.
Yeah, right. He's looking good so far out there, though. Just got to keep it clean. This is definitely a tough place. 100 laps, guys, here tonight at Homestead, Miami. Final race of the season for these guys.
They are coming off a pit road.
They are. 1.479 miles. John, real fast, talk about the pit entrance and pit exit here.
Well, pit entrance is at the beginning of turn 3. If you miss it, you will get a penalty. iRacing does do that. It's a tough one to get to because you're flying through there, and then all of a sudden you got to slow down and almost come to a stop. It's a slow pit road. It's pit road. Well, it's 50 miles an hour, so it's about average.
We will have problems with that.
Yes. Then exit. You got to stay on that access road all the way to the back. And it is super slick, both entrance and exit.
All right, Jonathan, we're about to go back to what we know what to do. And you know what to do right here at the start. And it's been a while since we've done this, so bring us to the green flag and get this championship underway. Going to be fun. That 24 truck is freaking awesome, by the way. I'm just saying that now. That is a good-looking truck, man. I love that. Dude, that is crazy sick. All right,
here we go. Here we go. One more time for this season. Our first time, green flag is out, and they are underway. And the 08 gets a good jump there.
Great jump there.
He will clear J.R. Smith going into 1.
Right now, watching the battle for 3rd place. You can see it right there. The 12 truck is looking underneath that 24 truck.
J.R. Smith fights back on the bottom. He's got him beside him.
Jumping back up to the lead. You can see it. Here comes the 05 or the 5. J.R. Smith looking to take that position away, and he will take it away and clear him off of turn 4.
Wow, good run.
That was a great move. Great pass. J.R. Smith showing the kind of power that he's got. Looking back at the battle for 3rd, you can see that 12 and the 24 truck. That is, you can see it right on your screen.
What is that, Jeff Gordon versus Jimmy Johnson there?
Possible 3 wide. Yeah, the 88 William Kruska thought about making it 3 wide. Great side-by-side action right here between the 24 truck, the 12, the 27, and 88. See that 24 of Corey Blevins up on that high side, working the high side. The 08's going to slide up, almost make contact with Wall. Down this front stretch they go. Here comes the 24 with a big run, trying to push the 8.
Derek Glass is having a little bit of problem. He's falling back to, I want to say 17.
That 27 truck, Landon Williams looking on the inside of the 24 truck, 3 wide down the backstretch. Going to check out of that and go into turn 3, side by side still, the 12 and the 08. 08 trying to hold on as Brian Long trying to hold on to that spot. But here comes the 12 trying to take that spot away. They're close.
Landon Williams' car kind of reminds me of John Kelly.
He does. It's a really clean looking car. That charged citrus green truck, you see it right there, Toyota. Is that 3 wide? Possibly 4 wide.
J.R. Smith has pulled away to about a second lead now.
Hopping on board with Landon Williams, you can see the action from his cockpit. Almost made contact with the 88 of William Cruiser coming off turn 4. Going to fall in now behind the, is that the 08? Yeah, no, the, who is that? Oh, yeah, it was the 08. Here comes the 23 out of nowhere. Who is that? Ethan Krutz starting to work his way up. You can see him working in that heating and cooling, looks like, what is that, RUD? R-U-U-D, what is that? And the Jack Links 06 Chevrolet Silverado. Here's the 93 of Clifford Ebbett. Is it Ebbett you said, or Eben?
I'm going to say it was Eben.
Okay. And there is Cody Tabor in the 22 out of Virginia. Started 16th, currently worked his way up to the 11th spot. One of the biggest movers right now of the race is Cody Tabor, I'm sorry. There's
just FYI, Hilton T. Young did not make the start of this race.
So he had to actually, did he start from the pits?
No, he's not out there at all. He has not made a lap. So there's only 22 cars out there.
Okay. Here's Corey Blevins holding on to that second spot. Here comes the 12 trying to work that high side. Is that Adam Merrier? Is that how you say his last name?
Meyer.
Meyer. My God, Adam, learn how to read.
Really clean race so far.
Really clean.
If you could say 3 wide races, 2x2x2 is clean, but they're starting to spread out now.
Here we go. Here comes the 66 now. This is Chester Gibson working on that 06 truck, trying to make a pass. That will be for the 8th spot. Right now sitting in the 9th spot, working into turn 1. That is a good looking truck right there, by the way. At 66. I'm trying to see what kind of sponsor is on that truck. Muncho Burrito. That sounds good.
Yeah.
John Pit Stops. What's your predictions here? I forgot what they run on fuel. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know what the distance would be, but I know if it's a green flag run, I'm looking for somebody to try 2. I really am. Because that's how. Give me a second. I'll remember his name.
Who was that? 2-2.
Our champion.
Oh, Mike Bruno.
Mike Bruno. That's how he ended up winning the championship.
You are right.
He took 2 on a green flag pit stop.
Here we go. Look at Derek Gless working with the 07 and 81. This is a battle for position. Currently in the 21st spot, trying to work his way up. Here he comes looking to the inside of the 07, down the front stretch, and he's not going to be able to get there yet. We'll see what he can do in the turn 1.
I'm surprised seeing Derek.
I am too, actually. I am too. He did make a pass on the 07 truck. And I know who that is. And now he's working on Brian Vaughn. That 07 truck with Matt Egan. And that 77 truck, Brian Vaughn behind them. Who's in that 81? Gary Wells.
Gary Wells Jr.
Okay. So that is who Derek Bliss will set his sights on next. Coming to the front stretch, you can see him. Right in front of these guys is Jake Little. Currently sitting in the 18th spot. You don't think maybe Derek laid back a little bit, maybe thinking that it would be an early caution.
Yeah,
and these guys are really starting to spread out.
Tires.
That's a good possibility as well. I did not think of that. I see somebody up in front of him.
All over Adam Meyer's back bumper.
And you can see it right here going into turn 1. These guys have been pretty much nose to tail from the beginning. Now Krusko's looking low. He's going to try to get around on exit of turn 2, going down the back stretch. Side by, nope, and he's going to fall back in behind, try to get a little bit of draft, see what he can do into turn 3. Oh, here he goes with a big run into center at turn 2.
A little bit of contact between Landon Williams and Ethan Kurtz.
Oh. Still nose to tail is the 88 and the 12. See Landon Williams right now. Landon's bumper has actually bent up a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
It actually might have hurt
that could slow the speed.
the 08 of Brian Long.
Somebody, I believe he just got in the wall as well, by the way. I seen sparks fly off someone's truck, and I believe that's who it was the 08. So the 08 now, he did lose that position to that 23 truck. Brian Long out of the Mid-South camp, or club, I'm sorry. Currently running in the 7th position. Here he gets a big run going into turn 1 and 2. I'm looking to try to get around this 23 truck. Take a look back from the 08 of Brian Long. You can see that 06.
I think they're starting to catch back up to J.R. Smith here.
Yeah, I agree.
He was up to 1.2 seconds. Now he's down to 0.9.
Looking back from J.R. Smith's truck, you can see him trying to pull out. But right now, it is only 0.8 of a second. It was actually over a second, right?
Yeah, it was 1.2 to 1.
That's what I thought. Looking at J.R. Smith, currently has led every single lap. Started on the pole. Has led 14, make that 15 of the 15 laps currently ran. These guys started way back July 29th, and they are already here on the final race of the season. Last week they ran at Phoenix, and it was Landon Williams picking up his first win of the season. Wow, that's interesting. And it was Derek Gless actually getting the win at Talladega. So 1 and 2, won the last 2 races. But way back July 29th was the Daytona International Speedway IRA shootout where Derek Rott was the winner.
Is Derek with us today?
I don't know if he's with us or not.
Does not look like it.
Adam Meyer was the winner at New Hampshire back in October 21st. Still waiting to see, trying to look for the best battle out on track right now. Do this way we can try to find it. Here it comes the 01 of Nate LaCalme starting to work his way up through the field now. Currently sitting 11th.
Way up the track out of 4.
And that's actually, that should affect him. Oh, we may have a battle here with the 24 and the 12 now. 12 starting to catch the back end of the 24. 24 slid up, almost makes contact with the wall. 12 is going to be looking low going into turn 2. Going to be side by side, possibly.
This is what J.R. Smith wants to see is a battle back there.
That actually now it's down to 7/10. Here comes the 12 now, looking to try to get a run into center of 3 and 4. Now back up to 9/10 as J.R. Smith. They're going to be side by side down the straightaway here, and the 24 of Corey Blevins will still hold on to that spot. All right, guys, we're going to pause for just 1 second, take our first break of the evening. We're going to come back for the pit stops. So we'll be right back, and should be fun. I'm going to get to the middle of this race, and I'm trying to get everything set up, sorry. All right, guys, we will be right back. welcome back. We are back live here. You can see that the battle for second has started to heat up. And right now, the 88 of William Kruska is starting to put the pressure on his 12th of Adam Meyer, trying to work his way up. And I hope y'all like that little side-by-side thing. That's pretty cool to do. I like that. Pretty neat. And I'm joined by always, well, for the most part always, Jonathan Hambrick, who will be racing Center Force Championship Season 3 just under, a little under a month now. John, you gotta be excited for that.
Oh, I am. I'm ready to get back in the car. I started to race it last season, Season 2, but the events did not take place the way we wanted, and I had to go back up into the commentator booth. But I'm ready to get back in the car.
It's going to be fun to watch that. December 11th, first race, Daytona, and I'm going to be honest with you all, we got some great drivers coming in. This is going to be the best season yet. We got pits taking place. Here comes the 5 down pit road.
Here comes the 5 of J.R. Smith. It looks like William Kruska.
Bunch of cars coming in. We got one in the grass.
Ethan Kurtz goes into the grass.
Don't think that will be a penalty. I don't think. Bunch of drivers coming down pit
Jordan
road.
Polly, Ryan Carpenter, Brian Long,
the 22 exit pits as well.
Little, Curtis Martin, all coming on the pit road.
Going to watch the race off pit road. This is a big thing that could happen here. Do not be surprised until you see somebody take 2 tires. The 88 is getting, it looks like, 4 tires on his car. The 5's taking 4 tires. The 27 taking 4 tires. Here comes the 06.
And 5 is off
pit road, and will win the race. William Kruska looks like come out second.
Yep.
That's a big jump up for him then. We will wait and see where this cycles through. That will, however, let the 12 of Adam Meyer lead a lap. He's going to be coming to pit road this time. All this is going to cycle back through to the 5, I believe. Unless somebody does something magical.
Clifford Edmond has been removed from the server, and Matt Egan has been given a black flag.
Interesting.
Just going to be totally honest there.
Was listening in, getting most of that, but you can see the 12 coming down pit road. That is Adam Meyer.
I am.
He is going to be coming to pit road and pulling in his box. Who started 3rd place is that 12 truck. See him on pit road now. He is going to be taking, it looks like the 01 as well is on pit road. That's Nate Lacombe. There's the left or right sides going up. Should they take lefts or rights? And they will. So 4 tire stop for everybody that came on pit road. All this is going to wind up cycling through to the 5 truck, who comes out way far ahead of everybody. And that is J.R. Smith, still continuing to lead the way. You can see him. He has a big lead now. Actually, not yet. The 77 has not pitted. He will have a big lead, though, however. There's a 77, Brian Vaughn. There he is. Right now, he
Douglas
is.
Doucette, Nate Lacombe, and Adam Meyer probably haven't pitted yet either. J.R. Smith has moved up to 2nd now.
You are right. Brian Vaughn coming up pit road.
Yep.
William Kruska actually going to be holding on to that 2nd spot. The 8 and the 12 did pit, by the way. So William Kruska actually jumped him. So Kruska picking up a spot on pit road with that pit stop. And how do you do that, John, honestly? Like, what can you do to pick up time on this pit road particularly, being it's so long? What can you do?
It's just how quick you can slow down coming to pit road. Some people take it easy so they don't lose it. Some people go as far as they can to flirt with the danger of getting a penalty. So, I mean, it's just how hard do you want to push it?
That's really interesting. You know, we watched, we talked about it. This pit road is super long. And we got a battle right behind him, the 27 now of Landon Williams trying to make a pass for 3rd and side by side down into turn 3. And it looks like the 27 will make that pass. Will he put a slide job on the 23? He does come in front of him. Almost contact 23. Crossover now down the straightaway. 27 should be able to hold it off. We'll see what happens going into 1. Really side by side, here goes the 27, and he will take that spot away.
Matt Egan has been removed from the server now.
Yeah, he was not too happy, it seemed like, which I don't know what happened. So I'll leave it at that. But yeah, with this
J.R. Smith has inherited a 3-second lead. He was 1.8.
He was gone.
before the pit stop, because that battle for second with the 4 or 5 trucks really helped them pull away.
We talked about this. We expected cautions. So far, 0 cautions, and that to me, that's impressive. This is a tough track, especially coming out of turn 4. This is a tough track, and we got a slow car on the bottom of the apron trying to make it to pit road. It looks like he's out of gas. I'm not sure who that is. Caution is out.
77.
And I apologize for that, by the way, guys. 77, Brian Vaughn. I need to turn off that sound. I forgot I had my spotter on.
I thought that was on mine.
No, I apologize for that. Tracking House was not too happy. So, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So, the caution will come out for the first time. And we was just speaking about cautions, and I jinxed that. But J.R. Smith, he didn't want this to happen.
No, he did not.
William Kruska, on the other hand, is happy.
Yeah, the 77 was throwing them back there. I think it was in.
And here comes the 5 coming down pit road. Everybody I expect
looks like
to be on
everybody's going to come down pit road.
I was off the track.
You know they were just on it.
Do you expect anybody to stay out?
Speed on
Contact on pit road between 23 and 27.
I look for somebody to take a splash and go, maybe 2. Because they were just on pit road.
Speed is 50 in the pit road.
And here they come down. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see somebody stay out that just came off pit road.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I would not be surprised to see that.
I don't think anybody stayed out. I think they're all
They all did. Yeah,
pit
you're
road.
right. Yeah, everybody did come down. Do you take 2 tires if you're somebody that just pitted? It's a possibility. And here they come.
Let's see. No, looks like they're all going to take 4. We have 2 people way back in the
Oh,
back.
here we go. The race off pit road to 5. Oh, and the second place, I don't know. That could be Landon. Oh, Kruska got caught speeding.
I don't know how I didn't get speed.
Oh, maybe he didn't.
Seriously, same. I was going like 54.
No, he did not get caught speeding, but they were surprised they didn't get caught.
But the 27, Landon Williams comes out second.
Looking good for Landon Williams and his championship hopes, trying to bring it home for him and his team. Is Landon Williams in team speed?
Yes, he is. Look it up.
Yeah, we can try to bring him in.
Landon Williams, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you were able to come out a second there off pit road. It was a good race off pit road. Do you got anything for J.R. Smith there, or are you just running your own race?
I mean, if I got something for him, then we'll find out. I'm not real sure yet. I haven't really been pushing it. And I'm probably won't push it unless I have a chance to win with about 10 laps to go. I'm just going to ride.
You pretty much just answered the question I was going to ask you. Are you mainly focused on winning this championship? I mean, but pretty much you just focused or answered that by telling, you're going to try to just wait and see what happens. What's been the biggest issue so far with this race? We're 35 laps in now. What's been the biggest issues, with the track and stuff like that?
I haven't really had any issues with it. I mean, the truck's been handling pretty good. Got tight a few times coming up turn 4, but that's gonna happen here. But I haven't really had any problems. It's been pretty smooth so far.
All right, man. Good luck, and we'll be keeping an eye on you.
All right, thank you guys.
No problem. So we heard it there. He hasn't had a lot of issues. John, do you blame him for not wanting to push it? I mean, or
No,
I don't either. I don't blame it at all.
I mean, he's running for a championship. When your competitor is running, where is he at, 17th? You can afford to take it easy. I mean,
Yeah, I agree. One other thing that I got to ask you, say if you're J.R. Smith, who is currently, let me see where he is in points. I don't think he's up there.
He's 15th.
15th. Do you give a little leeway for the guys that's racing the points, or are you going out there? It looks like he's actually going to choose the high side, by the way. But what do you do if you're J.R. Smith? Are you out there trying to just win the race, or are you going to give a little bit of leeway for the guys running for a championship?
Me personally, I'm here to race.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna race them clean and considerate, but at the end of the day, I'm there to get a win.
I agree with that. I mean, we had a lot of trucks show up for this race. They're not here to just to ride around and to see who wins the championship.
I want to, something we haven't done in a while, I want to do a trivia question here.
Okay.
What month and year did this track open? Not break ground, but open.
We'll get that here in a few minutes. I'm going to have to think about that one. I don't know. I'm going to be honest, I have no clue. So I'm going to have to guess, but I'm going to try to remember.
Hey,
pace car is in.
We are underway.
Yep. 5 with a really good jump right there at the start. 27, Landon Williams. You think that spoiler, he's got a little bit of damage on the back of that spoiler. Does it hurt him?
I don't know. Probably not.
I was wondering
it
that
might
as well.
help him.
That's possible.
I tell you what, J.R. Smith wanted the outside, but as soon as he got clear,
man.
he down.
It is, it looks like a New York freeway. It is.
Ooh, geez, we had the 23 get a little
yeah, that
there.
was close. 3 wide, 24, 23, 10, all of going down to turn 4, down to straightaway, still 3 wide, crossing the stripe. The 10 has the advantage going into turn 1. Here comes the 24, looking all the way to the bottom. Ethan Krutz, Corey Blevins, and who else is that? Jordan Polly. That is Landon Williams' teammate, I do believe, who does make the pass. Here now comes Polly looking on the inside of William Kruska, trying to follow his teammate to the front. And they are going to be side by side on the exit of turn number 4. That 10 truck has came on strong. Where did he come from? He started way back in the 20th spot, and he has worked his way up.
Yeah, he's on a roll.
Wow.
I wonder if he took 2.
That's what I'm wondering, because I don't know where he came from.
He came from Indiana.
Here comes the 01 Nate Lacombe, trying to make a pass on that 23. And now trying to set his sights on that 24 of Corey Blevins. The 23 now giving a little bit of a rub there. Adam Meyer right behind these guys. Don't be surprised if we see that 12 work his way back up as well as the 06 who has been up there. That is Ryan Carpenter in that Jack Links Chevrolet.
I'll tell you what, J.R. Smith is not pulled away from Landon Williams. Landon is kind of keeping him in check here.
Only 3/10 ahead right now, so he does have the draft. How big is a draft here? Do you really?
I'm not going to say it's very big. We saw J.R. Smith go out to a 1.2 second lead when everybody else was nose to tail. So
right.
I don't think it's that big here.
That's true. I agree with that. Here comes William Kruska now. Here comes the 10 of Polly looking back to the inside of the 88.
J.R. Smith's going to have a little bit of company here soon if this 10 keeps up.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. 10 now side by side at the exit of 4 once again. It seems like, I don't know if the 88 got in the wall right there. It looks like sparks may have flew from his car. He's got a little bit of damage on the back end of that truck. He did get run over a little bit going on the pit road. And right now the 10 does have the spot as Jordan Polly trying to make a pass here. Oh, in the wall is the 88.
Not clear.
Oh, and he is not happy. As that is Jordan Polly who gets into William Kruska, who is probably not happy, but here he comes back strong. This will give us our first look at a replay going down the exit of turn number 2. Looks like the 10 may have tried to slide up in front of him and it just wasn't clear there all the way. But here he comes now. Here comes the 66 as well. Kruska's going to dive to the inside, try to make a pass on this 06 truck. Or 23 truck, I apologize. Now the 66 looking underneath Kruska and unable to get there right now.
I'll tell you what, who's also coming up is Nate Lacombe.
Yeah.
He's back up in the fifth after being in the back early on.
You are right about that. I noticed him earlier in that 01 truck. And I've raced with Nate a couple times. Where do I know him from, though? I know I've raced with him, but I know him from another league, I think.
I think we've raced C-Class with him quite a bit. Or
that may have been what it was. Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe it was a road league or something, or road racing.
He actually just got in the wall.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, on the straightaway on 4. Didn't make a lot of contact. It's not going to hurt him, but he does make the pass on that 24 truck.
J.R. Smith has started to pull away from Landon Williams.
Yeah, 9/10 now, almost a full second. And I'm going to tell you who's starting to catch. Yeah, look behind Landon Williams as the 10 truck is caught him.
Yeah.
And Nate Lacombe's starting to work his way up as well, like we just mentioned. Don't be surprised if we see this 10 truck. I don't know where he came from to really, make a big run. I wasn't expecting. If he took 2 tires, he's really making a good run in that Toyota.
Yeah. I expect Landon Williams to let him go. He doesn't want to get wrecked. I know they're teammates. He knows he's faster, so he's probably going to let him go if the timing is right.
And for anybody wondering, Derek Bless is currently back in the 15th position right now. I still think a little bit that's got to do with him riding around. Maybe he's not real comfortable here at Homestead. A lot of people don't like this track. I'm one of them people that don't like this track. I'm going to be honest. I'm not a fan of this track. I like Auto Club, and it kind of reminds me of Auto Club, but the turns, to me, are a lot more flatter going into the turn.
Yeah.
Then, you don't have that.
The 10 looks on the outside, but he ain't going to be able to get there.
That 01's slowly creeping up.
Yeah.
We are just about halfway here at Homestead. Landon Williams trying to hold on to pick up the championship. However, J.R. Smith looking to try to pick up a win. And here comes the 10 with a good run on the exit. Whoa, the 01 sideways. That will bring out a caution.
Oh!
Big truck, 88.
And the 2 avoids everything.
Championship. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm just so fucking done.
Here comes the 01. Tries to save it.
Figures out getting that.
Overcorrected. Brings it up in the track and down. Oh. 65.
Douglas Doucette gets in it. I think the 22 actually avoided it. Cody Tabor.
I want to try to take one more look here. We may hop on board with the 22 as well and see what he's seeing. We are going to hop on board here with the 22. Go a little bit further back than this and find the 22 here of Cody Tabor and right on board with him. That should be a fun view.
Oh, that's a good view of Bless. Bless did a good job of avoiding that.
We'll hop on board with a couple drivers here. There you see the smoke in front of him. Oh, woo! 22 of Cody Tabor. Great save, man. Or great driving. Let's take a look here at the 2 as well. Second place in points, Derek Bless coming on the backstretch into turn 3 and 4. You slid up a little bit. Actually, whoa, what do you do there? Whoa! Great driving by that 2 car. That was tough. It sounded to me like he was starting to slide a little bit in 4 as well, listening on board. But, hey, you got to give it to him. We got pit stops underway. We'll watch the pit stops real fast, and we'll take one more break, and that will be probably most likely our final break. When we come back for break, we will give our trivia question answer. Even though I had no idea what I'm picking. I got an idea, but... And the race off pit road, as the 5 will win the race off pit road, followed by the 27, the 10, and that will be your race off pit road. So
Corey Blevins.
Yep.
Ethan Kurtz, Adam Meyer, Chester Gibson, Jake Little, who's blinking quite a bit, Ryan Carpenter, Richard Hines, Derek Bless, Gary Wells, Cody Tabor, and Brian Long.
All right, guys, we will take a break, come back, get a trivia answer, and get ready to go back green. We'll be right back, side by side once again. Alright guys, we are back here. The pace slots are off on the Ford Mustang pace car. Jonathan asked a trivia question earlier. Jonathan, repeat it and I'm going to give you my answer.
The question was, what was the month and the year that this track opened up? Not that it broke ground, but opened up.
Okay, opened up. I'm going to go with the year of 2000. Oh gosh, I feel stupid for saying this. 2002. I know that's probably wrong, but that's what I'm going to go with.
It was opened November 5th, 1995.
Why did I think it was? Why did I think it was so
Remember
early?
the 5th of November.
Wow, why did I think it was so early? Or late, I mean.
But and J.R. Smith has chosen the bottom this time. He chose the top last time.
That top didn't work out good for him last time. The gap wasn't real big on that restart. These restarts have been exciting.
Pace car's off, and we are underway. He gets a nice start there.
Clean start for everybody on that one. The 10 though, pushing that 5 truck. And now look who just jumped up to second. That is Polly.
Yep.
The 27 is faded. He is starting,
start on that outside.
No, he really didn't. I don't know, maybe he was in the wrong gear or what happened, but he is falling back to 5th.
23 on the inside of the 10 there. He got a good run off of 2. That he was going to fall back in line. As the 27's coming up on the outside again. He does not want to be in this position. He's around a lot of cars.
This is really dangerous. He does not need to have a bad race. That is one way he can lose a championship.
Oh, yeah. No
I
doubt.
mean, the championship is not in hand yet. Yeah, he's got a good chance, but
Derek Less is 11th right now.
yeah, he's starting to work his way up.
Way back up.
He is. And that's something you got to keep an eye on if you're this 27. You don't want to put yourself in a bad position. And honestly, he don't want this thing to have cautions. I'm going to be honest. Because every restart it seems really close, you know, really dangerous for the top of restart. So, I mean,
Boy. My boy.
what are you doing? Right now, you can see that 22. Oh, see that 22 truck?
My cat decided he wanted to go face to face with me.
That's what that noise was. I knew I heard a cat. I was like, what is that noise? You can see that 2 of Derek Less starting to work his way up. Is in 12th right now, working behind that 22 of Cody Tabor. Who is not, the 2 hasn't really gone full throttle all out. I mean, I think, honestly, I think he's laying back some. I think that may be a smart move. We're going to see which pays off, but we're going to find out here soon.
J.R. Smith is pulling away from Polly a little bit.
J.R. Smith's driving one heck of a race. I'm going to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
He is. He's driving a heck of a race. 44 laps to go right now, and he has led 51. So you've got to give him credit. I'm going to be honest. When you told me J.R. Smith was in this race, I did not think he would be out front with this many laps.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. He's a good driver. So far, currently, he has led 52. He's led almost every lap. Yeah, he's led almost every lap, besides when they come in, you know, for pit under that green flag.
Right.
We've had a couple lead changes. I think, yeah, we have 4 lead changes due to the fact that it was, you know, green flag pit stops.
Right.
So, I mean, that is one reason why we got so many lead changes. Well, it's 4 ain't a lot, but, you know. That 10, really, I thought when the 10 got up there, I thought he may be able to do something. And he has done something, but he's not fast enough to really keep up with J.R. Smith. Still 7/10 behind right now.
Well, in his defense, no one has been able to keep up with J.R.
Yeah, that is true. And honestly, we've seen the 10 really come in, you know, in about the middle of that last run that we just had.
Yeah.
Somebody else I've noticed has worked their way back up there after falling a little bit back is the 12 and 24. It's Adam Meyer and Corey Blevins. They are starting to work their way back up a little bit. I believe currently running in the 4th and 5th spot. Yeah, that is right, 4th and 5th. Pretty much single file it looks like right now. And trust me, I know these guys seem single file, but trust me, they're working on the truck in front of them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it
They're
might
doing
not look
whatever
much.
they can.
Yeah. Here comes a big run from the 12. He's going to be thinking about, does peek out to the inside of the 27 and trying to figure out a way to get around him. It's so hard to get around somebody that's running the high line because you get such a momentum boost. And usually when we
Oh,
talk
yeah.
Highline, we do see a lot of Highline racing here at Homestead. When I think of Highline drivers, I think people like Kyle Larson, you know, Dale Earnhardt Jr., to be honest, people like that. If you're able to really run to Highline, you could have a decent race here.
Yeah. Well, also the Highline, you don't get as much damage when something breaks.
Yeah,
And
that
you
is
hit the
true.
wall.
Yeah, if you hit the
You
wall,
have
it's
less
okay.
distance to go. As Jake Little has had received throughput and fell to an unacceptable level.
Wow. Still looking
Oh, he is.
on our ticker. It looks like Derek Bless is still currently in the 12th spot.
Yes, he is. Working on Cody Tabor.
What do we got now? What happened to Nate Lacombe?
He was one that spun in front of the field there.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I see you back at 21st. I was like, wait a minute. Here comes a big run again for the 12. May have made a little bit of contact there. I'm still watching this battle for the 3rd spot. This is a pretty big fight right here. I've noticed that the 10 is slowly starting to catch J.R. Smith. 6/10 right now. So he's not far. Here comes a crossover from the 12 down the backstretch. This could be a good race right here. 12 looking all the way to the bottom, right in that white line. You got to be careful not to make contact. 27 battled back really strong. This is going to get good going into turn 1 if he's able to stay side by side and don't look like he's going to. It looks like that high side is where you really want to be. So, what do you do if a guy like the 27 is riding the high line? What do you do when you think you're faster than him?
As much as I don't want to say this, you're gonna love this. Jeff perfected it.
12's in the wall.
12's into the wall.
Yeah, he hit it hard too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just about to say that Jeff Gordon perfected a move on Rusty Wallace of all people, the bump and run.
I never thought I'd heard you say Jeff Gordon perfected something. Look at the lead. 4/10 and closing. The 5's in the wall. J.R. Smith, 10 takes the lead.
Ooh, that's not what J.R. Smith wanted.
He was running that high line. He's not going to have too much damage because he didn't have far to go. But, yeah, that's not what he wanted.
All his momentum.
Yeah, he's going to lose a couple of spots here. The 12 now is working, trying to get around him. And that RevComGaming.com Chevrolet. And 12's not going to be able to get by him. But that will actually give us our first real lead change of the race. And I'm not surprised to see the 10 take the win, or take the lead. And you know,
now let's see if J.R. Smith can make passes on somebody.
I'm just going to be honest right now. I'm trying to find the 10 right now on the points and see if I can find him. This may actually be his first race.
Howley?
Yeah, I think it's his first race. I'm pretty sure.
It does look like this is his first race.
So, I'm pretty sure him and the 27 are teammates because they're in the same team channel. Yeah. If something happens, the 10 holds on to win this race, the 27's got to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
But we got a battle right now. Look behind the 27 now. It's getting passed by the 24.
On the other hand, if the 10's leading, 27's running second, does he back off and let Landon Hamilton win?
That's true. 24 and 27 almost made contact in the center of turn 3 and 4.
And look who's right there.
J.R. Smith is working his way back up. Same as the 12, who also made contact with the wall. Here comes the 5 looking low.
To the bottom.
We had not seen the 5 drop the bottom besides the restarts. He's been up top pretty much the whole time, unable to get there just now. Oh, now he's got to open up the door for the 12 to have the high line going into 3. Good racing here. Here comes the 5 with a really good run off the turn number 4. Here comes the 12 with a good run as well on that 5 truck. He's going to be possibly taking a look to the inside, and he will not get there just yet. 27 slides up. These guys are all running. The 24 is about the only one I've seen not really running super high. He's running about the middle of that groove. But right now, Polly has checked out to a 1.3 second lead, almost 1.4 seconds. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Let's take a little bit look further back in the field. Here's the 87 of Richard Hines now trying to stay in front. Richard's actually worked his way up through the field a little bit. Currently up to the 8th place, started in 10th, so he's starting to pick up a little bit. And that's a nice looking turn.
J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith is going to go to second as Landon Williams got into the wall and fallen back, and J.R. Smith is on the outside of Corey Blevins now.
Do not be surprised if we see that outside line work side by side. Landon Williams may have a little bit of damage, and that's not what he wants. It's a possible 3 wide.
As J.R. Smith goes back to second.
Look at the damage on that truck of Landon Williams. Where did he fall to? There he is. Yeah, he's way back here. He's got a little bit of damage. Yeah, he's under attack now from the 06 of Ryan Carpenter. And the 27 is not where he wants to be.
Well, he's 15 points ahead of Derek Gless, so all he has to do is finish like 1 or 2 spots behind Derek Gless if that's what he needs.
Gless needs a caution to come out, possibly.
Yep.
But he needs to get in front of the 27 first.
Yeah. Well, and he can see the 27. There's only 2, 3 cars between them.
Here comes the 22 now, trying to make a pass on Cody Tabor. That is a battle for that position.
As Adam Meyer has passed Corey Blevins for third. It does not look like J.R. Smith has a lot of damage, to be honest with you.
2 makes a pass. J.R. Smith, I don't think, hit the wall too hard. You was right about that. When you ride up that high, you know, it does help impact the damage. Now we got a battle for position. This is Corey Blevins and that 23 of Ethan Crutch. We haven't spoke a lot about Ethan too much in that 23 truck. He does got a little bit of damage on his front end from getting in the back of someone entering pit lane. But here he comes now and trying to make that high line work, which is where you want to be.
As Adam Meyer is all over J.R. Smith.
Yeah,
You know what? J.R. Smith had the same number that he had in the ISDC, number 5. I just realized that.
Right. I'm riding on board now with J.R. Smith. You can start to see some of the rubber flying up, so this track is starting to take rubber pretty good. He does have a slight bit of damage to that right front nose. You can see it bent up just a little bit. It ain't bad, but it may be enough to slow him down. That's going to be interesting to see if it does. Looking right now at his RPMs, and it ain't working for some reason, so I'm not sure why that's that, but you can see this battle, though.
Oh, I just realized we had Ramon J. Clark in our broadcast here.
Oh,
as 24 is on pit road.
The 24 has come to pit road. Here comes the 12 now, looking to the high side of the 5 of J.R. Smith, unable to get there as the 5 closes the door. So green flag pit stops taking place one more time. This will be the final stop.
Is hitting this lap too.
And here we go. Pit stops underway. Here comes the 10 as well coming to pit road. Here comes the 5, the 23. This could be huge. Who will get on the pit road faster? Looks like the 5 is really pushing it on pit road right now on that access ramp. The 23 had a little bit of trouble last time. Here comes the 5. You can see the lockup of the brakes. Oh, he spins!
Oh, and he spins it!
Oh, no.
We're spinning in the end to the pit.
That's going to be it for J.R. Smith.
Yeah, that,
think he can
unless there's a caution, yeah, that may put it for J.R. Smith. 23 is coming to pit road. The 65 has yet to come to pit road. This will give Adam Meyer the lead in that 12 truck. See him, he will be coming to pit road. Not this time, though. He's going to wait. The longer the 12 stays out, the worse it's going to hurt him, though. We noticed that back in the CFR Season 2 Championship. The more he stays out, it will hurt him just for the fact that new tires will outrun old tires any day, and you will lose seconds off of that in a lap. And the 12 could be coming to pit road this time, and he will bring it to pit road. All this is going to cycle. It looks like the 87 of Richard Hines, I believe, will get the lead. He may be able to stay out an extra lap longer, and no, he's going to bring it to pit road as well. The Hines Heating and Cooling Chevrolet Silverado. All this is going to cycle through, and who was that going to cycle through to again? The Poly, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Cody Tabor just let a lap go in that 22 truck. Oh, we got a spin off from turn 2. Oh, he saved it. Woo!
Oh my God.
Whoa! The 23 Ethan Crutch lost it coming off turn 2. What a save! Oh my gosh, I want to see this.
I love to wreck while I'm leading.
That was a great save, man. He hits the apron. We talked about hitting the apron. He was completely sideways. That was a great save by him on board. Oh, he could have easily overcorrected, and that would have been huge. Honestly, Cody Tabor is probably hoping he would.
I don't know. He would have slammed right back up the track in
You're
front
right.
of
You're right.
Cody Tabor. J.R. Smith has fallen way back here from that spin on pit road.
Trying to see what's going on. I haven't. 22 is staying out, I believe, still. Has he came to pit road yet? No, he's still out on the track, so he is being
He's still out on the track.
He's 26 seconds ahead. We know he's got a pit, and I think he's coming this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will come this time. So this is going to cycle through. However, that 24 truck did close a little bit of time on the 10. That's going to, especially being what happened to the 5. That's a heartbreak for the 5. I want to see where all this cycles out for the 2 as well as the 27. Or is it the 27? I'm sorry. Yeah. Here is Derek Glass now out on the track, currently running in the 10th spot. Trying to see what Landon Williams is. He's currently 4th, I believe.
I think he's going to be 3rd.
Third, okay.
After Cody Tabor gets off of that top point.
So all this is going to cycle through, and it will give the lead back to that 10 truck of Jordan Pollard.
Patrick.
Yeah.
According to your leaderboard.
It is actually her colors, ain't it?
Yeah.
Take a look here at Jordan Pollard. Started way back in the 20th spot. In his, I'm trying to see what kind of sponsor that is. It says, it's a truck. I just now seen that.
I'll tell you what, J.R. Smith and Adam Meyer has fallen back to 6th and 7th.
Wow. J.R. Smith needs a caution.
Yeah.
If he gets a caution, watch out, because this race could get really intense in a hurry. You see J.R. Smith right there, and the 12 right behind him of Adam Meyer. Right behind him is the 81 of Gary Wells, who we have not spoke about too much. Started way back in 22nd place, currently in 8th, so a great run going for this 81 exalted truck. A little bit further.
You know what? J.R. Smith actually came off the pit road behind Gary Wells Jr.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. Oh yeah, you are right. I remember that. You are right. Because he spun right in front of him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wow. Right now we are coming to, looks like 18 laps to go for Jordan Polley, who's going to try to pick up his first win of the season in his very first race of the season. That's impressive. To come in here in the final race of the championship and pick up a win. We're going to see if it happens or not. I don't want to jinx him too much. We do a bad habit of that around here.
Yeah, I think I did that to J.R. Smith. You know, I'm looking at the points. You know who was in this series or did run some?
Who?
David Nannon.
Who was it?
David Nannon.
Really?
Yeah, IRA League owner.
Wow, you're right. I remember him. Sorry about the little bit of lag issue. It's worked itself out, but see right now the chair's still in the way.
Richard Easel also in this from I want to say ISDC.
I remember him. Yeah, that's it. I remember him. Yeah, pretty good driver actually in ISDC. He's usually, you know, he's usually a middle of the pack guy, but he does great consistent finishing from him. So a couple guys actually in here from here. Here's the 23 making a pass on the 65. Haven't talked a lot about the 65, but he is actually currently in the 16th place, I do believe. He is one lap down to the leader as Douglas Duchette out of Florida. Not having the greatest race. He's got a little bit of damage to his back end, but pretty cool looking truck.
He hit the wall earlier hard in that big wreck.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I thought I seen him actually a little bit higher up at one time.
I think he was.
So. Here is the 06, who's got a little bit of damage as well to his back end. Ryan Carpenter.
And the 12 looks underneath J.R. Smith.
All right, we'll try to see if we can get that real fast. This is a battle for the, looks like 6th spot. And here it goes. Here comes 12 trying to make a pass on the low side. He got a big run on that low side. This is going to be close at the exit of turn number 2. They're going to be drag racing down the straightaway. We do have the lap car right in front of them. That is the 65. This could play a factor to any one of these guys. We'll see which lane the 65 chooses, or will the 5 get a big run off turn 4? Still side by side. This is a great race right here between these two guys. And it looks like J.R. Smith will be able to take that spot away from him with that momentum carrying through turn 4. Now the 12 is going to have the high line, yeah.
That might have not been a good idea to go to on the bottom there, but he did make it stick.
Here comes the 12 now, all over the back bumper of the 5. And he's got to work his way around this lap car, and the lap car will move up.
Into the wall.
Yeah, he did scrape the wall a little bit. I'm trying to talk about some people we haven't spoke a whole lot about. Here we go. Here's Curtis Martin, who we had not spoke about. We did see him, however. We spoke about him at the beginning. Currently 13th. He was actually up there a little bit at the beginning, I believe, in that Evolution truck.
I think he was
14th or 13th right now. Cody Tabron at 22. There's the 06 Ryan Carpenter. Here's the 77 of Brian Vaughn. And I think I've seen Brian race before. He's actually a really good driver. I'm surprised to see him. He is 4 laps down in that police truck. But
yeah, he brought out our first caution and actually fell 4 laps down from it.
Okay, that's what I thought. Take a look here at our race summer. We have not had many cautions. 2 cautions tonight for 8 laps. That is very impressive for Homestead. Yeah, you do have a lot of green flag runs here, I will say that. But that's pretty good for these guys, I ain't gonna lie. That makes a really good show for people watching. And, you know, to be honest, it makes a good broadcast. You know, you don't want to sit there and have 30 trivia questions like we've had before during a race, you know. So, I mean, you don't want that to happen. But right now, our leader has gone. Checked out
these 3, if 3rd, 4th, and 5th keep battling, they're going to have a little bit more company.
You are right. 66, is that right? Chester Gibson. We haven't talked about him. He is currently up in the 4th place from Canada. Great run for this 66 truck. I'm trying to see where he is currently in the points. You know who else is in this? Jeremy Poole.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Chester Gibson. Let me see if I can find him. Sorry about the lag, guys. It will fix.
Get Jeremy Poole in here.
Yeah, I don't see Chester Gibson on here at all either. This may be his first race as well. Here comes a battle now.
Contact between the 12 and the 5 going on the straightaway.
We got a battle also. 66 is going to take that 3rd spot away. On the bottom side, here comes the 27, trying to make a run back on the high side. Going to be side by side down the backstretch once again. This is going to be interesting. We got a lap car coming up in front of him right now. He is on the high side, possibly going to be blocking your points leader. 66 still trying to make it work, and the 27 slides up quite a bit. Here comes the 23 now, looking on the high side, trying to make a pass on the 66. Ooh, that's a mouthful. I ran out of breath.
And Smith and Meyer are slowly gaining on these 3 up in front of them.
Take a look at J.R. Smith, and they are just cruising right now, trying to get back up there. J.R. Smith, after leading a total, a race high 59 laps so far, is not going to have the finish he wants. He was one to watch out for, I'm going to be honest.
Unless they have a late caution here.
Unless they have a late caution. We're going to have it within the next 3 laps. 27 slides up. Here comes the 23 of Ethan Krutz looking. May have got a little bit of bumper there on the 27.
As the 12 is underneath J.R. Smith, trying to get that 6th spot.
Side by side contact with the 5 and the 12. Ooh, that was close. Great driving by both of them guys. A little bit of contact. We're going to see if the 12 gets a little bit upset about that. I'm not sure if the 5 came down or the 12 came up, but
that's racing.
Let's see. That's racing. 27 slides up. Here comes the 23. Oh, that 27's been close to that wall more than once the last few laps. So keep an eye on this. These guys are battling really hard for that third position.
Keep in mind, there are 14 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah.
If something happens to that 27 with Bless running 10,
There is a chance, yeah. There is a chance. I mean, if you're the 27 and you're racing that hard, the 23 is racing you that hard, what do? Do you just back off? Me personally, I would. If I know I'm sure he wants to finish 1-2, though. That is his teammate that's winning this race right now.
Well, he's in third. Corey Blevins is second.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
About 3.5 seconds ahead of
I think I would probably have to back out of it.
The 5 and the 12 touch. And
the wall. That's going to send a 5 hard into the inside wall. Back on the track. That's going to end this race. Under caution.
Fun racing you, man. Congrats.
Let's listen in.
Congratulations, Landon. Good night, man.
One more time. Let's watch 5 and 12.
Landon, great job, man.
They had it saved and they just kept hitting each other.
Yep. 12 just made a little bit of contact.
Championship. Congrats, Jordan, on your win.
And that's going to wind up through. And you know who that's going to give the championship to?
That'll be Landon Williams.
Landon Williams will pick up the championship here tonight.
You were sideways this time.
And the 10 will pick up the win. Great run by that team. Wow. Good race, though. I'm not going to lie. That was a great race. It was bad to see J.R. Smith get turned. I was kind of pulling for him a little bit there.
Yeah, it was too.
Great race altogether, though. I ain't going to even lie about it. That was a great
and then
race.
he hits the 12 after.
Oh. Let's see. Let me see what happened. Oh, he waited for him, didn't he?
Yep.
Oh, J.R. Smith not happy. Hey. I think he's got a reason not to be happy. I ain't gonna lie to him.
Awesome race, guys.
But I think that's racing, and I think y'all just let him have it, you know? But all this is going to give the 10 the lead, and or the win, I believe. The 24, Corey Blevins will bring it home second. Landon Williams will bring it home first. We're going to get an interview. Hopefully with her top 3. I'm not sure if Corey Blevins is in there or not. And he is, so we will get an interview, hopefully with all 3. John, you might want to let them know over the intercom that how we're going to do the interviews in order, and however we want to do the interview with the championship.
Yep. All right, so let's see who's going to end up third. Landon Williams, okay.
Yep. So he won that, and he finished third and championship.
Yep. Is Corey Blevins in our team speed?
Yeah,
yes, he is.
So as John's getting ready to let them know how the interviews will work. John, if you want to, you can move it to the lobby if you want to real fast and let them know.
Yeah. Top 4. We'll do top 5. We'll go 5th, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, and then we'll get Landon Williams in there as our champion.
I'm not going to finish 4th and 5th, to be honest.
Ethan Kurtz and Curtis Gibson.
I don't know if Ethan's actually in.
Who?
Ethan. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I see.
Yes, okay.
So we're going to get it in
Let's
the
go
top
ahead
5?
And, yes.
Okay.
Pull Chester Gibson in here.
Okay, that works.
Chester Gibson, you got a copy?
Yep.
Well, you were able to bring it home 5th. Let's see, you started in 11th, so not a bad run. You were up there battling Landon Williams for a little bit. Were you taking it easy around him, knowing that he was running for a championship, or were you just trying to get all you could?
Sorry, it's just kind of hard to hear you with the in-game chat going on, but I think you said was just trying to be careful around the 27, and if that was what you were asking, then yeah, absolutely I was. I kind of felt like a guest here, getting an invite here. I don't usually race with these guys, so I really didn't want to wreck anybody. So I was just trying to take it easy, but I'm still happy with 5th for sure.
Man, I mean, you did a great job on driving in that. What was the biggest challenge, for you this race? if you heard me. I'm not sure if you heard me. I know people are talking.
Congrats.
1 sec, I'll pull over here.
Okay.
Race over?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
There we go. Sorry about that.
No problem. So what was your biggest challenge for you this race? As Justin's coming across the thing, but what was your biggest challenge this race for you?
Learning the track, I guess. I don't have a whole lot of experience here at Homestead, so I was happy with those long green flag runs at the start. They were giving me a chance to figure out the track and figure out what lines I can and can't run. It's a pretty fun track. Also, I kind of screwed up on pit road coming down the first time when we had those green laps, and I lost a bunch of time, so I had to kind of fight my way back up.
Well, man, 5th place. Anybody want to give a thanks or a shout out to?
Yeah, I'll give a thanks to Justin Krasinski for giving me the invite to be here tonight.
Good job, man, and congratulations on 5th place.
Thank you.
All right, now we'll pull Ethan Kurtz in here, not Krutz. Kurtz.
Oh man, I was calling him the wrong name on that.
Ethan Kurtz, you got a copy? Ethan Kurtz, you got a copy? Well, you were able to come home 4th. You started 9th, so not a bad night for you. I see you up there racing with Landon Williams. Were you trying to be careful around him, or were you just trying to get all you could?
Yeah, I was trying to be careful. I knew he was one of the guys fighting for that championship, so I was trying to race him hard, and it was really fun racing between him, me, and the 66, I believe it was. But yeah, I was cutting him a little more slack than I would normally would, I believe, just because I knew as long as he didn't wreck out, he had the championship.
So I watched you. You know, I spoke about you a couple times during this race. But what was your biggest challenge for this race and this racetrack going into the night and during the race?
I think it was really keeping up with the other cars. I mean, everybody was so fast on the start, and I was trying to be considerate of my tires, and if it went green like it did, have a little bit more than everybody else, so maybe I could catch them when we were heading into pit road and get that extra time that I needed. And that obviously helped as I gained a lot of spots on pit road every time.
Well, that was good watching you drive up through there. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, J.R. Smith. I know he's had a lot of bad luck this year and a lot of controversial finishes, but he drove his butt off today. And from what I've heard, only to get dumped doesn't sound fun. So
yeah,
him. You know,
right, man.
It's just been fun. Awesome
all right, man,
season.
Good job, and we'll be talking to you here soon, hopefully.
Thank you.
All right, now I'm gonna skip over 3rd here, and
Okay.
we're gonna pull Corey Blevins into, if I can see the channel, because my cat decided to stand right in front of it. Where is it? Move it. There it is. Corey Blevins, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you were able to bring it home 2nd. Do you have anything for the 10 if you could have caught him, or the 5 if you could have caught him early on?
I believe I had something for the 5. I don't believe I had something for Jordan there. It was just I could not get the run that I needed on the bottom in 3 and 4, and he was really beating me off 4 there, and I just lost time there quite a bit. But I definitely had a top 5 truck there. It was just trying to bring it home there and get a good finish.
Well, I noticed that you only started up in 4th place, and actually I picked you to win the race. Mainly just because I loved your truck, by the way. But
thanks.
Well, I picked you to win the pole. I'm sorry, but I loved your truck, so that was a great paint scheme. But anyway, what was your biggest challenge? You know, throughout this race, we only had 2 cautions. How tough was it for you? You know, saving tires? I'm sure the tires wore off pretty fast. But what was the biggest challenge for you? You know, during the middle of this race, and during the whole race in general?
The problem was really getting a run on somebody and getting enough momentum to get around a guy. Especially, it was really hard. You just really couldn't pass, especially getting into 1, because somebody could run on the bottom and try to get a run, and then you would also have a guy that's coming up on the outside, and he would get enough momentum on the outside to get a run. And it was just it was a constant battle of really just trying to manage your tires and get around people, but most of the guys I passed tonight ended up hitting the wall, so I was able to get their spots. But
well, still great finish, 2nd place. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, my sponsors, Keys Architects and Associates. They're based in Louisville, Kentucky. Sport Graphic, they do iRacing paint schemes and logos.
Okay.
And my team, Flat Out Motorsports.
Awesome, man. Congratulations. That was a big second place finish for you. I'm sure you probably just made your sponsors proud because you had the best looking truck, in my opinion, out there. So good job.
Oh, jeez. Congrats.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it, guys.
Now I'm going to go and bring our winner in, Jordan. Jordan Polly, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, you come home with the win after not qualifying. You surprised a lot of people today. If the 5 wouldn't have hit the wall, do you think you would have had something for him?
I don't know. That long run, my truck was starting to come in, and I was feeling pretty good. You know, I started to reel him in a little bit at a time, but I don't know. He hit the wall. I knew I had it after he'd done that, but other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Well, you had a great truck. It was a blast, by the way, watching you on the second restart. I think you came flying through the field. I'm not sure if you took 4 or 2, but anyway, what was your biggest challenge, trying to hold on to the lead and working your way up from that far back? What was your biggest challenge? I think this is your first race in the league, so what was your biggest, overall challenge throughout the whole race?
Well, I think the biggest thing that race was just trying to make it up through the field with a clean car, not get wrecked. Get to the front, get in the clean air. Once I got that clean air, it felt really good, and I just took off from there. But yeah, really the only biggest challenge is getting to the field without getting wrecked.
Well, man, you put on a heck of a show. 31 laps led, started way back in 20th position. Great finish, and good job. Hope to see you again and see what else you can do. Anybody you want to give a shout out to, by the way?
Thank you.
Hey. Now we'll bring our third place finisher
and
Landon Williams in.
And our
Landon
champion.
Williams, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you bring it home third. Not a bad night. Well, yeah, I guess you did win the championship too. So congratulations.
Yeah.
Were you just riding around there at the end, trying to not really stay in front of those guys, but just keep the car clean, or were you trying to actually go as hard as you could?
I was trying to get the best finish possible there. I was having fun racing with Ethan. I was just kind of riding it out, but like you said, still trying to stay ahead of him.
Well, you started this season way back in July, and you've had 15 starts, 7 top 10s, or I'm sorry, 7 top 5s, make it 8 top 5s now, 10 top 10s, a lot of laps. What was your biggest challenge this season? I didn't get to watch most of the season. It's their first race broadcast with you all, but what was your biggest challenge throughout the entire season? Was it just trying to be consistent every race? I know y'all had a lot of different races, but what, in your mind, what was the biggest challenge this season that you faced?
Biggest challenge I faced this year was having fixed setups.
Really?
Yeah, I prefer running open setups, but mainly because you can, get the truck to handle how you want to, whether you're going it tight or loose, and with the fixed setup, you kind of have to adjust.
Well, over 84 laps led, over 1,000 laps completed for you. Average finish of a 6.94, very impressive. Man, you got to give a shout out to somebody, so let's hear your shout out. I mean, you are a champion now, so that's definitely a good thing.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my Elite Racing Association team owner, David Nannon, and all the guys on the IRA team, as well as a guy named Kosh that does most of my paint schemes. He's done a really good job, most of those that I've ran this year. And a shout out to Jordan. He's one of my longtime iRacing friends, and him coming in first race, getting them a win, that was pretty cool.
By the way, we know David Nannon really well in our center for us. He's actually a really good guy, so that's pretty cool. He's actually able to get a team championship. So, man, congratulations. I know that was a tough fall season this year, so good job, and we hope to talk to you soon and see what else you can do.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you. John, man, give us your thoughts on it. What about it?
It was actually a pretty clean race. We had 3 cautions, I think.
We had 4 cautions for 11 laps.
Oh, do we have 4?
We
Okay.
had 4, yeah, with the last caution coming out with 5 laps to go.
Okay. Well, I mean, it was a clean race. We thought it was with 22 cars, there was going to be a whole bunch of wrecks, but it surprised people, and someone coming from almost dead last to pick up the win is pretty
impressive.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. I still feel for Derek Less. I'm sure he wanted a better finish than that. It does bring it home 9th. You can take a look here at your leaderboard right now. Chester Gibson with another, with a good run. Richard Hines with an impressive run in 7th. Gary Wells also. I mean, a lot of people we didn't really speak a lot about during the middle of this race. There's Brian Long back there, who I thought would have a little bit better run than what he did. He started off decent, qualified 2nd, but brings it home top 10 still. Matt Bean we didn't really speak about, but 11th place is still not a bad place, especially if you look who you finished in front of. Cody Tabor's back there in 13th, Ryan Carpenter, Douglas Duchette. There's J.R. Smith, sadly, after leading most of it, did lead the race high, back in 16th place. Brian Von Jake Little, William Kruska, who was in a battle for points, brings it home 19th. I know he wanted bigger than that. Nate Lacombe will finish 20th, and you can take a look at the rest of your field or rest of your results. My thoughts, man, I thought it was a great race. I think you can't ask for a better league finale, in my personal opinion, because it wasn't full of cautions. We've seen some accidents happen that probably shouldn't have happened. But we've seen green flag pit stops, and to me, that's what I want to see. I don't want to see people have to pit under caution. I want to see go green and see what happens. That's, strategy calls. So, I give a shout out to everybody that runs this league. That was a great finish. That was a great race to watch. So, good job to everybody out there. And that's going to do it for us here tonight. And I want to thank everybody for watching Center Force TV. I'm not sure. Follow us on Facebook, Center Force TV, and Twitter. I'm not 100% sure when we will be broadcasting next, off the top of my head, since I'm still in the middle of my move and stuff like that. But thanks again for everybody watching, and that's going to do it for us. I'm Adam Chapman.
I'm John Hambry.